Let's talk about representing yourself as a buyer when you buy a home. Not many people know in the beginning of this year, they changed the rules and now you can represent yourself as a buyer. It's called an SRP, self-represented buyer. And lots of people call in our office and they start out their buying journey this way. So let's talk about what are the benefits and what are some of the drawbacks to representing yourself. So why would you want to represent yourself as a buyer instead of using an agent? Well, the biggest reason is to try and save some money. One less agent involved, less commission. Theoretically, that could go back into your pocket. And it's sometimes simpler. They have the perception with one less agent, things can go a little bit more smoothly. So what does it actually look like in practice? The money part. Sounds like a great plan, save some money on commission, but that's not the way that this usually works out in practice. And I'll tell you why. When a listing agent sits down with the seller, they negotiate the commission ahead of time and they work out the scenario if a self-represented buyer came to play, brought their own offer. There's a mechanism in the agreements that they actually changed when they changed all the rules earlier in the year that doesn't just give the commission over to the buyer or the lawyer that represents them. So you're not really going to save money on commission. Plus, you're going to be paying a lawyer to represent you, draft the paperwork, and they're going to have to charge you an hourly fee every time you bounce an offer back and forth. This can add up and end up costing you much more money in the long run. This is before we even talk about potential mistakes that can be made by not having an experienced agent in your corner looking after your best interests. Plus, having a buyer's agent work for you is completely free. It's already negotiated. The seller's already decided to pay for this. So if you ask me what's the benefit of representing yourself, I really just don't see one except for in very limited circumstances. So read the RICO guide that your agent's gonna provide you. This will lay it all out, but be wary of representing yourself in real estate.